What's going on, everyone? My beautiful people, we have a new update that some people were just ecstatic about because it is hashtag Nerf Mania, hashtag new update, hashtag awesomeness, I don't know. You know the deal. So let's go into notices. We're going to check out this new update, and this is why people are all excited slash upset, and here's why. All these cards you see here got updated. Let's go into detail view, and we're going to check them out one by one, and I'm actually going to show you some really cool ways to farm as well. So let's start with common spot. Nobody used them. I mean, I don't think so anyway, and maybe if you're at a lower level. But as you can see, they changed some wording around. They obviously made them a little stronger, plus 110 hit points. That's nice, you know. But as you can see, they're rewording some things. So the enemy leader discards one card from their hand. Instead, they switch a card now. Because if you hear discard, it's kind of like, oh, it throws it away. It doesn't, obviously. We're going to go over the disintegrate thing in a second. Let's just go through the cards. Expert espionage got a little nerf. The attack went down some. As you can see here, it was 292 before. This is at level 5. And now it's 263. But the hit points raised. So that's cool. You can't really get a 2-turn kill or a 3-turn kill anymore, probably. I'll have to check that out. But it is nice. It's awesome. All right, Rocket. So this is one that everyone's kind of like, what the heck, man? As you can see here, the base damage goes up. So he went from 219 to 263, now 234 to 263. So the lower end damage went up. The problem is, now it only does 2 enemies. It doesn't do 3 anymore. What the heck, man? So horde mode, sorry, Raccoon. You're probably going to get subbed out for, Corvus or something. And there's a good reason we can use Corvus now because we can upgrade him at any second. Xiao Lao, the pride and joy of lower level people, he got nerfed. So as you can see here at level 5, he got nerfed pretty hard. Attack goes down 204, hit points down 160. Damage is still the same. Everything's the same, but he got hit a little bit on the stats. So still useful for lower level, but it is what it is. Mandarin, if you use him, I'm not sure how many people do, but he now switches 2 cards instead of 1. And again, they changed the word from discarding to switch. And if you want to actually read through these, just pause the video. You can read through them. I'm going over the cliff notes for you. And he does less damage, though, now to an enemy character, not an enemy, as you see, again, rewording. So switches an extra card, but deals less damage. All right, Crystal. This one blew my mind, and here's why. Because they are notorious for messing up the wording in cards. I mean, they are just incredible at it. If you want me to have a job there and make sure everything's perfect, you can pay me whatever you're paying them. I will knock it out for you. All right, so here it is. You deal the same amount of damage. All right, and again, they named it from, instead of doing damage to an enemy, you're doing damage to an enemy character. Here's the difference now. You used to discard 2 cards. Now you switch 286 cards from their hand. Okay, I don't think that's I don't think that's what they meant. But if you have 286 cards in your hand, you got to tell me, because that's a good cheat code there. You could pretty much win any game because you'll have every card. Obviously a typo. I don't know what the hell they actually mean by it. I think they just were rewording. I think everything else, I think it's still 2. So I'll have to check that out. But 286 cards, that blew my mind. Maximus, so many people are happy now. A couple different things. One, they reduced his attack just by a little bit. And this is at level 3, and they only reduced it by 50. So not that big of a nerf. The hit points they actually raised. Here's the deal. You now need 7 total fragments. So it used to be 4 fragments to change 2 enemies. So you would have to have a total of 6, and it changes 2 of the enemies. Now you have to have 1 more. That can be a big deal. That now, you can't have 6 fragments and just put them anywhere you want on the field. He actually has to have another 1. So still useful, but, it just takes 1 more. So not a huge nerf. I think it's actually good. I think they still have him as a decent card. I think they did a good job here. Hulkbuster, jerks. I use him all the time. The only thing they changed was his stats. They just lowered them. So that kind of stinks. They also, actually, there's another difference. It's no longer the highest attack. It's just a random enemy. So that is also kind of tough. When you put randomization into the game, it makes it a little tougher. It kind of stinks in most ways. So we'll see about that. It's kind of nice. Actually, a little, I guess, note here. If Hulkbuster does that and you pair him with Maximus, you can actually now freeze another enemy and not have to have the highest attack one. You could probably win the next round. So, it could be good and could be bad. It's still nice to know what the automatics are. Destroyer. As you can see here, I don't even have one damn Destroyer yet. Been killing this game from the beginning, don't have one. So I am happy about this nerf because he is an ultimate card, man. He's Destroyer in the late game is one of the most amazing cards there is. So, as you can see here, they made it a 3-cost card. And making it a 3-cost card, they upped the attack a little bit. They actually decreased his hit points. So they made it more of a normal card, which is good. He's still good. Don't get me wrong. It just still late game really good. I still don't have him, so screw you, Destroyer. All right. We go to Captain Marvel. A slight nerf. And not actually slight. It's actually pretty significant. No more surprise third turn kill with a bunch of 0-cost creatures. It went from, this is level 2, keep in mind, it went from 55% down to 39%. So, that's a little bit. It's a little bit of a decrease there, and I'm sure it'll make a little bit of a difference. All that aside, those are the cards that got adjusted. We won't say all nerfed. Actually, yeah, they pretty much all got nerfed. Check this out, though. If you all know about Disintegrate, this is going to be amazing, and you should do it immediately, in my opinion. Let's click on Disintegrate real quick. As you can see here, I have 1 extra Captain Marvel. That's going to give me 8,000 particles and 5,000 gold. Boom. Okay, so if you look at the notes, you'll see it. I'll just describe it. If you maxed out your epics, these purple cards here, if you max these out level 3 and then you get an extra copy, you can disintegrate each extra copy for 2,400 fragments. 2400. Right now, if the card got updated, like the ones I just showed you, you do not have to have them maxed out. For instance, I have a level 2. I can now disintegrate any extra copies that I have for a butt-ton more card particles. So again, 2,400 is what it is normally if you have it maxed out. Now you can do it for 8,000 and not have it maxed out. And I'm going to show you right now that we can do this. And 5,000 extra gold, by the way. So boom, 8,000 card particles. You can actually upgrade an epic immediately with that. So that is incredible. That's what it takes to upgrade. So we do that. Let's go to rares. As you can see here, I have 10. Damn. Oh, I have 10 extra Hulkbusters because I don't have them at level 4 yet. So what it's going to do is decrease all your copies down to the level that you're at. So I'm close to upgrading him. Actually, it says I have 10, so maybe I can upgrade him now. Either way, if you do the math, maybe I can drop it down to 1. It's not going to let me. Okay. Apparently, there's not an option to decrease it, which is kind of weird. Regardless, you now get, instead of 240 at max level for a rare, 240 particles, you now get 800. If you do the math here, look at that, 8,000 for 10. You now get 800 particles. So that is a crap ton more. That's almost 4 times more than you normally get. Awesome. Let's go to uncommons. Boom. I don't have any because I just got rid of them. This is interesting. It says 64, so I'm going to have to check this out because I don't have any extra copies of Shalao. So since I don't use them, let's test it out. But as you can see, 64, you get 3,200 particles. In now terms, like I've been saying, if it's not maxed out, you now get 50 particles. It used to be 15. Again, if you max out your guy, level 5, you have extra copies, you can disintegrate for 15 particles. Now you can do it for 50 with uncommons with just these guys. Common spot. Here's where the farming can go nuts. Request this in your guilds, request spot all day. Because you can get up to 20 copies if you're level 5. And if you look here, doesn't seem like a lot. It's only 10 particles per, but it's only 3 common particles normally. So you can go from 3 to 10. That's a big upgrade. It's over 3 times more. So that's pretty huge. So I would request him like crazy. Get 20 a day. Plus you can farm him whatever. Boom, you get 20 a day. You get 200 particles. It's easy to do. Actually, you can get him freaking 3 times a day, right? You request it 3 times a day from your peeps. And hopefully they have that many spots and don't know about it, and you can be selfish. So that's huge news, right? You can farm the heck out of this. It's really good news. Oh, here, let's do it now, okay? 64 it says. Let me go. You got to go into detail view to do it, by the way. Let's do it now and see if it drops it past level 5. Again, I have 0 extra copies, so I'm really... I don't know what the heck's going on here. I don't know if it's going to can all of them and drop it down to level 1. Let's see. Here we go. I disintegrated it. It did drop them down to level 1. So keep that in mind. Okay? It'll drop it down to the single card. Okay? It won't get rid of them, but it'll drop it down to 1. So if you do use these guys... don't do it because it'll drop it down. But if you don't, like I don't use Xiao Lao anymore at all, right? Do it immediately because you'll get a butt ton extra. So that's good to know. Just be careful about it, okay? But for some reason when I did it with her, right? It drops it down to 1. So be very careful about that. It's good to know. There you go. Boom. You learned it right here first. Okay. Let's go into the next thing, okay? That was the biggest news. It was really cool, really awesome. If you don't understand, I think I put it simple enough, but you can read in the description below again. Let's go into shop. We got a new pack, okay? We still have the legendary useless, so you can never get one. I've only seen like one person get a legendary from opening this, but it is what it is. We have a new reinforcement card pack here. These are all the cards that got upgraded. So you can check these out. This is what's weird, right? So Ultron did get an upgrade, I believe. I know Nova did. If you can see now, he's 2 fragments instead of 3, which is neat, but still I won't use him. For some reason, he got a decrease. He got nerfed, and I don't know why, because I don't know many people that use him, but it is what it is. This is actually, Iron Man got boosted a little bit. As you can see, his ability is no longer just once per battle. It is now all the time to nearby allies. So that's not bad, actually. It's actually a nice increase for him. Maybe some people will use him. And Enchantress, she, I believe, got a buff as well. Let me look real quick. Yeah, she got actually... It used to be just switch a card every turn, but now it adds 200 attack and 100 hit points every turn, it looks like. So that's pretty good. That's a huge boost, actually. So every turn she gets that boost, and she switches a card in the opponent's hand. Again, not discarding, switching. Reworded it. Enchantress might be a little one to reckon with there. So a new pack, nice and dandy, awesome. Let's go into my cards real quick. As you can see, here I was messing with some stuff here. As you can see, upgradable is now green. That makes it way more enticing because it used to be red, like don't mess with me, don't upgrade me. Now it's green. Cute, little thing, not a big deal, but it is what it is. Event portal. Couple new things here. This one's still going on for 6 more days. We have the 7-day check-in. You don't get much for it. A little bit of experience, a little bit of gold, and a card pack. Just log in for 7 days. You have 13 days to do it. So every other day you're good. Oh yeah, shield program. This blows my mind. So it's the battle line attack. We've all done this before. You have to get a certain amount of battle lines in each direction. You get experience gold and then 5 keys. There is no incentive there. Anyway, 5 basic keys. I'll go more into that. As you can see here, the daily event is now in the event portal. So normally it was outside of it. Now you can find it in here, do the daily event. And that was it for that. They took it out of here, which I don't really like that idea. I think they should have kept it in both. It was nice, this nice open space right here used to have the daily event. Whatever, they can do what they want. Really cool right here, daily achievements. I'll click receive real quick. As you can see here, they updated it so it's not just in order anymore. It's in order of how close you are to finishing that achievement, which is really neat. So as you can see here, I need 8 more to achieve it. So they kind of put it in order of how close you are to achieving whatever you're achieving. So it's cool. I like it. I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. So good job there. Another kind of cool thing, I guess, your sound options. It's no longer on and off. You can adjust it to whatever you want. Makes sense. I think that should have been done from the beginning, but I'm glad they're doing it now. If you like that, whatever. Going back to the keys, this is my last point here. I think it's insane. I think it's ridiculous, and everyone should make a fuss about it if you have not already. Your login rewards. A weekly login reward used to be actually decent. You used to be happy. Oh, we get a pack. We get to get some stuff. Now it's just 5 keys. It's terrible. Honestly, terrible. For logging in for 7 days, you should get something useful. These 5 keys don't do squat. So I think it just should be upgraded. That's why, oh, do I get enough? You might get a, nope, I'm not opening. We need 3 more keys. I was going to say another random pack opening coming from me. Oh, so yeah, make a fuss about that, please, because it's dumb. They should definitely go back. As you can see real quick here, the filtering has increased. They have a lot more options now, so that's kind of cool. Now for Blitz and Arena mode, you actually need to be a certain level in order to advance, and I think they might be doing that for pay-to-play people. I'm not sure. But your minimum level requirement has been updated a little bit. If you want to get to a certain level in Arena, you got to be a certain level. So if you look in the description notes, you'll see this. You need to be level 10 or higher for Blitz level 4, 12 or higher for level 5, so on and so forth. You will not be able to advance. It'll just keep you there if you're not high enough level. So there's that. Again, it's in the description if you want to check it out. So that's it. Kind of a cool update, I guess, for some. Really cool for the disintegrating part. You can get a crap ton of particles. I say you do this as hard as possible right now. Farm Shao Lao, farm Rocket. You can do that in Spec Ops. Knock it out. All right. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like what they're doing. Again, throw some hate mail in there for the weekly. Let's get some changes for that. All right. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next video.